just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's up? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to the GMS show. It is Wednesday. We got a good episode for y'all, man. We want to talk about one of the GOATs in comedy, but you know we always start out every episode with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes. Passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. Let me go ahead and slow it down for y'all real quick while we get into this conversation. What's going on, everybody? I see you. Joe Blast, JR Arias, Baby G, a.k.a. my new fiance, C-Mo, Brim Dog, Rob Justice. What up, Tay? I see you. All right, y'all. We got to talk about it. First of all, I hope y'all doing well, man. I hope everybody's doing great, man. What's up, Will? I hope you getting over that. The big C, he got the big C right now, so everybody wish him well. Or maybe it's done for. I don't know if it's done. I don't know if you got over it. But as long as you still here breathing and typing, motherfucker, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Will. Now, we got to talk about it, man. The legend, the GOAT, Katt Williams, man. Katt Williams dropped a special called World War III. Let me tell you something. It's something about the real that's making a comeback. I said this, man, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but please hear me out. You know, music and comedy is like hand in hand. You know, they're synonymous with each other. You know, comedians want to be musicians, musicians want to be comedians. They're hand in hand with each other. And when I say that the real is making a comeback, I mean with both genres, man. I think when the Me Too movement came around and when cancel culture came around, it really put a pause to a lot of the things that was going on and really stopping people from really trying to say what they feel. And I think at this point, people are like, you know what? Fuck that. I think people are tired of faking like they give a fuck about everything. And I think they want to go back to keeping it real with themselves. So what's happening right now is we're having a shift in the culture with not just music, but with comedy as well. And we're going to see more people stick to their guns. And I want to see more of y'all support that. You know what I'm saying? Katt Williams did an exceptionally great job on this stand-up because like I said, man, we need substance again. And if you can make me laugh while talking about real shit, find a way to make real shit funny, you got my attention, man. That's why people like Katt Williams will forever, hold my attention as one of the best comedians to ever do it, man. Katt Williams is the GOAT. And I'm glad, matter of fact, I'm really glad that y'all put him on top of that top 10. Or did we do a top? Yeah, we did a top 10, right? Top 10 or top 5? We did top 10. We did top 10 list, and Katt Williams was up there, very, very high up there. I think he was number 2 or number 3, I believe. Let's get into it, by the way. We all know Katt for speaking his truth, man. Katt will really, matter of fact, not even just speaking his truth and what he's going through, but talking about this government, talking about politicians, talking about different policies, talking about how certain people move. And he said there's 2 things out here that people need to believe. And that is either the truth or the lie. Which is honestly the most simple way you can put it in this world. It's either you with the truth or you with the lie. And he put it in a way where it's like people that are with the truth are the type of people where you can't change their truth. You can't stop them from, whatever, fuck what you talking about. This is the truth. And the people that lie pretty much just go with whatever is being said, whatever's being told to them. And it led into the jokes with the chicken shortages and shit. We got chicken shortages. You like, how the fuck we got a shortage on wings, but y'all got all the thighs in the world? That don't make sense to me. You got all the chicken in the world, but ain't got no thighs. That'll never make no sense. And he said we sat there and listened to him. I did. I was trying to go to Wingstop one day. It popped up. It said thigh stop. The fuck is a thigh stop? How the fuck you got thighs but ain't got wings? And you know what else popped up? Because he didn't mention this, man. He mentioned the wings, but how the fuck did you run out of boneless chicken? I mean, all you got to do is take the thigh and take the chicken out the thigh and make boneless chicken, right? Or am I tripping? They told us it was a shortage of this shit, and nobody really asked questions. You know what's even more fucked up is that they have an abundance of fake meat. This pink shit is running rapid around these restaurants, these fast food chains. Are you telling me y'all done ran out of pink meat too? This shit don't make no sense to me. But leave it to Katt Williams to make a wonderful joke out of this shit. Now let's get to the real shit, man. He said some shit about some people believe in science, some people believe in God. And he believes in both. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel him on that. And I you know what? And I kind of feel the same way. I feel like God is responsible for a lot, and science is responsible for some things as well. So I don't like to discredit one or the other. I just like to keep it real about certain things. One thing I know for sure, spiritual aside, we've seen science done. We've seen it in front of our face. We've all grown up in school and done science projects and watched science happen in front of our eyes. Everybody knows Bill Nye. But it's a lot of shit that people argue over that really don't make sense. Like when people try to argue about religion, try to argue whether or not God is real or fake or whatever the case may be, the most simple way to follow up behind that is, why do people act like they know everything? Why do people act like they know everything for sure? What makes you for sure about the fact that there is no God, or there is no aliens, there is no other life forms on other planets in the universe? What makes you so sure about that? Because somebody told you that? Because you have the answers, you did the research? A lot of people are just a matter-of-fact type of person just because they're either afraid of the truth or they're psychotic. I would never in my life ever act like I know everything, man. That shit is foolish. It's foolish, man. I will not sit here and act like I know everything. I'm not that guy. I will speak my opinion, but I would never act like what I'm saying is absolute 100% fact. It'll make you look dumb in a lot of instances. And one thing I like about Katt is that he'll simplify certain things in a way where even the person that had such strong feelings about it would think twice. Now, when you talk about the political game, the shit that Katt was talking about in this shit, which he talks about in all his specials, he always hits you with some political shit. But I talked about this shit, I believe, on Monday or maybe Saturday. But we got to stop really, really trusting in these politicians, man. We got to stop believing in these people that don't have our best interests. I know everybody wanted to get Trump out of office, you know, anything to get Trump out of office. But in doing that, you put somebody else in there that is equally, if not less incompetent or more incompetent than the nigga that was in there last. And it's funny because he's making jokes about his age and shit, like like how old he is and why people like, he's like, why do y'all sitting up here talking about Joe Biden got to do better? This nigga's 90-something years old. You motherfuckers want him to do better at his job. He can't do better at waking up and putting on his clothes. What do y'all expect Joe Biden to do? This man is about to bend over and croak. And y'all expect this man to really give a damn about doing something for this country? Stop it. Motherfuckers that voted him in complaining. And matter of fact, that happens every single time, bro. Every single time they vote for somebody, it's always a complaint. Nobody's ever gonna be satisfied. Why don't people understand that? But continue over and over again, brainwashed to believe into the same shit, the same politicians, the same bullshit speeches, the same back and forth on who's gonna do what for the black community or XYZ, trying to cater to so-and-so. It's the same thing. It's a revolving door when it comes to politics because they know people are gonna fall for it. My niggas at farting at international meets, getting shit on by birds, falling all the way down. Matter of fact, y'all forgot Biden fell down a flight of stairs, didn't you? Did y'all forget that? Joe Biden fell, no matter of fact, he fell up the stairs. He didn't even fall down the stairs. This nigga fell up the stairs. We talking about a nigga that can't even go up the stairs right. And y'all want him to try to figure out the country. Stop it. Katt said something. He said, what are we supposed to do when both sides is the dumb side? Answer that question. What are we supposed to do when both sides is the dumb side? We can't sit up here and act like these people have our best interests, fam. I think we learned our lesson, and well, not we, because I didn't vote for that nigga, didn't vote for anybody. So I guess y'all, whoever voted for Biden, learned their lesson on just trying to get somebody the fuck out of office so quick to the point where they just do anything or vote anybody in. Any whoever else is the popular guy besides the one we don't want. Every year they tell y'all get out and vote. For what? said, can you imagine our president get assassinated by a flight of stairs? What was that? What if that was the end of Joe? He fell up a flight of stairs, hit his head, and that was it. Man, look. He also said some shit that I didn't know Biden said. Apparently, during a press conference about hurricanes, Joe Biden said that due to, he said a way that people are helping fight against hurricanes is getting vaccinated. What? Excuse me? A way of combating hurricanes, a natural disaster, is by getting vaccinated. What is it? It's a hurricane. I'm supposed to go outside and not a tornado or not a water or high wind or debris is gonna destroy me because I'm vaccinated now. Am I all of a sudden a fucking superhero? What type of weird shit is that? I can't do it. I wholeheartedly believe that Biden isn't for us. The government isn't for us. None of that is for us. We got to do better in that sense. But I'll tell you who is for us. A Mr. Katt Williams. If there's anybody who I want to hear speak on things going on in society other than a Dave Chappelle when it comes to this comedy game, is Katt Williams. Katt has proven time and time again that he can deliver at any moment, no matter what's going on in his life. Katt has been subject to so much controversy, so much bullshit, so many other things in his life, from, you know, beefing with other comedians, drugs, and, you know, getting in trouble with the law. Man. And to not be discouraged or to even fall off your game and still be on point, that's what makes you a legend. It's synonymous with a Richard Pryor who will go out and who had the controversy with the drugs and getting set on fire, running down the motherfucking street and going through all this shit and coming back and still being on his A game and tearing shit down. Being an A1 comedian, being an A1 performer. What's the most Kevin Hart ever had to go through? A cheating scandal? Not to shit on Kevin or anything like that, but I wouldn't put Kevin next to a Katt Williams in the top 5. Kevin can't go in the top 5 or a top. Matter of fact, I wouldn't put Kevin Hart in my top 10 comedians. I don't think I would. And I'm being honest. And I enjoyed a lot of Kevin's early stuff, but I wouldn't put Kevin in my top 10. For real. Katt deserves to be up there with anybody in their top 5. And it makes me think about other comedians as well. We had this conversation, of course, we had the top comedians, you know, who we had as our top comedians, but like when it comes to real instances, really talking about social shit that's going on in this world, Katt really delivers, man. He said he had, wait, what did he say? He said, don't forget the gay remark he had to go through. Oh yeah, that's true. DJ Travel said, Katt not funny to you. Explain to me why, sir. Why is Katt not funny to you anymore? What has thrown you off about Katt? So I see Katt still being Katt Williams, the same Katt he was before. It's just less satire behind it, in my opinion. I think a lot of the early days he talked about a lot of random things, but he sprinkled in the politics, he sprinkled in some of the real shit, but most of it was satire in the beginning. I think a lot of people like the goofiness and the physical comedy of it all, but at this point, man, he done been through so much, he got something to say. I think you're supposed to take those moments, man, to really speak your mind if you're able to curate it like that. He's really great at taking his comedy and taking real instances and turning that into a bit. Simo said, I'm not knocking Kevin's talent, but there are too many greats who came before him. That is true. That is true. I would tell y'all to put y'all top 10 in here again, but we're not going to do all that. That shit was frustrating. I will say, though, Katt is going to be one of those people that go down in history as somebody who didn't bend or fold for shit. And I got to appreciate him for that. We see a lot of people go down in this industry after going through controversy, after going through bullshit. And I got to respect him for that. He kept pushing, he kept going hard, and he still can maintain a theater. Most people, especially for black entertainers, man, it's hard. It's super hard to fill up big rooms if you're not somebody that can cater to a white fan base. And that's just facts. But Katt will always have that place in our community to where we continue to support him wherever he goes. DJ Travel said, I watched the first half of his new special and didn't laugh once. Maybe you gotta watch it again, my guy. Aries said, Katt's an OG as much as people don't want to see it that way. He paid his dues and earned his place in the comedy realm. I would have to agree. Katt came from absolutely nothing and made himself a legend. Gotta hand that to him. Now, I will encourage y'all, if y'all didn't see it, man, go watch that shit. Please go watch that shit. Now, I got a few more things to discuss before we move on out of here, and I'll let y'all enjoy y'all Wednesday night. First things first, I just want to touch on this Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher situation. Listen, man, for those that don't know, Freddie Gibbs, rapper from Gary, Indiana, my family's home birthplace. Recently, he got into a scuffle with who people believe to be BSF members, which is the Black Soprano family, who is also affiliated with Benny the Butcher, who Freddie Gibbs is currently having beef with. And this is not the first time something like this has happened with Freddie in the past few months. He just got into it with Jim Jones and all his people at a restaurant in Miami. And look, man, here's my take on this. For one, if you're gonna talk shit, I guess you gotta be prepared for whatever. But you don't win cool points, you don't win kudos, you don't win no type of stripes for having a nigga jumped and not going head up. You can put it however you want. You can say whatever you want. You don't have to be a fan of Freddie Gibbs. You don't have to be a fan of Benny the Butcher. I'll just say this. If it was you who had a problem with somebody and they sent niggas to jump you, what you gonna say about that guy? Be real. To anybody right now in the chat, if you had a problem with somebody, you going back and forth with one person, and this person not only wasn't involved, but just sent some people to come jump you, please tell me what you would call that guy that you had beef with. Don't worry, I'll wait. I would like to know. Because it seems to me that people pick and choose sometimes when they don't like somebody. They pick and choose. And people don't understand, man, I really do speak from a place of unbiased opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I really do look at shit for how it is. And some people are just too fanned out to see certain shit. And I believe that if you have a problem with somebody, you handle it like a man. In both instances, we didn't hear about a one-on-one with Freddie or Jim Jones. We didn't hear about a one-on-one with Freddie and Benny the Butcher. We heard about a bunch of niggas scrapping all at once. To me, that is weirdo shit. It's weirdo. It's weirdo shit. And these guys are scared, man. A lot of people are scared these days. Very scary. And do scary shit and pass it off as some G shit. Which is another subject for another day, because I want y'all to really be indulged in that conversation, because I got some people to talk about one day. But that's another story for another time. Who got jumped? Freddie Gibbs got jumped. And you know what's crazy about the whole situation? Listen to this. There was about 20 dudes that pulled up to the barbecue spot to jump Freddie Gibbs. Freddie left with a black eye. And was still standing by the end of it. There's video of it. The shit is caught on video. Freddie fought back. He didn't run like most people would. He didn't run out of the situation. He didn't run it off. He sat right there and fought back. No matter the outcome, that nigga. Yeah, that's another thing, man. It's crazy because people like academics. First motherfucker to try to test, oh, you know, Freddie ain't really about that. Freddie ain't about that life. Freddie ain't gangster. He just talks about it in songs. Please believe me, anybody that's really not about that life would have ran. 20 niggas coming to jump, I'm out. I'm out. See you later. Y'all niggas ain't finna jump me. The fuck, nigga? Who the fuck do I look like? I'm not finna, nobody's gonna sit around and get jumped. But Fred fought back. And not only did he fight back, he went on that night to perform in the city. So, I mean, for all the weirdo little white kids who are just infatuated with the street life that's on the internet, talking about Freddie took an L, he not there, he not gangsta, he's whatever. Whoever follows academics, which is mostly that crowd of people, real simpletons that ain't really nowhere near the streets. Please understand that if you get jumped in somebody's city and you leave with all your jewelry, all your money, nothing but a black eye, still perform in their city, make money, and leave out safely, seems to me that the L was not taken by the person that got jumped. Seems to me that there was no point proven. Seems to me that if somebody wanted to get their get back, they can do it. And then this is another thing, man, about glorifying that type of shit. Is because that's a revolving door. What you want, Fred? This is another thing. Now, niggas talking about Freddie ain't gangster, Freddie ain't this. What if that nigga took that to heart and wanted to do something about it and go get Benny touched, and then it got worse? Maybe somebody really fucked Benny up, or maybe he even dies or some shit. Now you have the same old story in hip hop of niggas beefing and it ends with somebody being dead because niggas couldn't keep their fucking mind on straight. Y'all gotta stop that shit. There's no point in this shit. Niggas be making so much money. All these fans get to tour. I was like, bro, there's so many people that have the dream of touring the country, touring the world, going overseas, performing music, getting paid to do what they love, and these niggas take it for granted because they want to talk shit and try to prove shit to the internet that they don't have to. Who gives a fuck if Johnny Nobody over in motherfucking Long Beach, California, or whatever the fuck says you a lame and say you a bitch and that you not gangster? These people don't fucking know you. These people don't know you. What are you proving? And then these niggas go on the internet and lie. Oh man, I got a daughter to feed, you know what I'm saying? I got a family to take care of. I ain't with the fuck shit. Then the next day be on Instagram live. Yeah, you bitch ass nigga. That's what the fuck I thought, nigga. You niggas ain't about shit, nigga. Don't make me pull up. Shut the fuck up. That's not a real nigga to me. It'll never be you're not a real nigga if you're not looking out or thinking about your family first. If you make decisions based off your ego and off your emotions, you're not a real nigga. You are weak. Anybody that cannot think, step back and assess the situation and make an actual, a somewhat smart decision in a situation that could possibly cost you your life or cost you your freedom is a weak individual. Weak. And we have been sitting here telling each other for years that you ain't real or you ain't hard if you ain't out here committing crimes or going to jail or some bullshit. You know who's a strong individual? You know who's smart? Motherfuckers who stay out the way. People who can actually think for themselves and be like, man, no, I really have a family to take care of. No, I really got some goals in life that I need to achieve before I ever pay no attention. Matter of fact, I'm never paying attention to none of you niggas. If you ever, like, people be confused about how I handle certain situations because they think the confrontation or a back and forth is the best way to go about it, because deep down inside, really, it's just a tactic to see some drama happen. I stay the fuck out the way. People will self-destruct by themselves. You don't need to go back and forth with people. Shitty human beings will always self-destruct. People that don't have a good head on their shoulders will self-destruct at some point. There's no need to talk to these people. There's no need to go back and forth. There's no need to waste your energy. Put that energy into something else that'll help you progress. Straight up. Also, Amber Heard, you bitch. Wanted to get that off my chest. I felt that. I needed to say that. Stankin' ass, lying ass heifer. You know what I saw today? I saw some witnesses get on the stand today and talk about some things when it came to Johnny Depp. And what really fucking fucked me up was learning more detail. Like, I don't know a lot of details about this situation, but what I do know is that I'm learning as I go. And one thing I learned today was that the witnesses that popped up for Amber Heard today to talk about the abuse that she withstanded at the hands of Johnny Depp were also people she had crashing in this nigga's pads all across the ways and shit. These people was basically squatters in this nigga crib who was Amber's friends, and he ain't even know about it. And it's funny because a simple mind, right, will listen to one of the ladies, I forgot her name, was Elizabeth Mars, I think that was her name, got on the stand and talked about one night when Johnny came home drunk to his one of the penthouses or whatever. He busted in the door, and the first thing he said was, "Get this bitch out of here. Get the bitch out." And like wanted to make him seem like a monster, right? He just came in spilling wine and "Get this bitch out" and all belligerent. Let me tell you something, man. If I came in my crib drunk and I seen a motherfucker there who I didn't know was there and I didn't know was living there, And I'm paying for everything, not only here, but in other properties where you also have your other friends staying at who came up to be a witness for you today. Bitch, I'm going off. Get the fuck out. Get this bitch out my house. I don't fucking know you. I'd be snapping too. Are you crazy? I ain't seen Amber drop nad tear on that stand. I ain't seen not one friend look truthful in what they was talking about. All just to help her corroborate some story to try to get this man up out the paint. You know one thing that was crazy to hear? This whole thing was about abuse. This whole thing was about how Johnny was such a monster, so abusive, and he tried to kill. She said with her own mouth, this person tried to kill me. But you wanna know something crazy? If I felt like somebody was abusive, physically abusive, if I knew that in my heart that this person was wild, crazy, uncontrollable, they had a drinking problem and they're erratic and they would hurt me at any point, why the fuck would I gift that person a knife? She gifted the man who was her a quote unquote abuser, who was physically harming her, a knife as a gift. Yeah, that sounds like somebody who was afraid for her life, don't it? Oh, you should have saw how she tried to explain that shit. You just got, first of all, you just got done saying that you did X, Y, and Z because of a person that tried to kill you. But then in the same breath, when they asked you about this knife, you said, I didn't think he was gonna kill me. You didn't think he was gonna kill you, but you just got done saying he tried to kill you. Why is this even at trial right now? Why are we even dealing with this shit? They should just close the book on this shit, man. Set the example and make sure that this don't happen again. There are women out there that deal with real abuse. There are men out there that deal with real abuse, and they don't need to be overshadowed by this funky wench. You're ruining it, and you're exploiting other people's traumas. Amber Heard, you're gonna have to live with this shit forever. This is a stain on who you are, man. It's crazy because when people tell a lie, man, and they try to run with a lie, they gotta try to run with it forever until it actually becomes the truth to everybody else in their eyes. She's hoping that this trial is a way to make that lie a truth so that she don't have to deal with the scrutiny that comes with her fibs. And I want y'all to take this as a lesson, man. I want y'all to understand that this is some real shit happening out here. I stand with Johnny Depp, man. I hope he comes out of this unscathed and unpunished. And I hope they throw the whole entire book at Amber Heard's forehead. Now, before I get out of here, I gotta say this to y'all, man. It's important to lead with love, man. It's important to understand that you may be confused, you may be struggling with certain things in life, man, but you gotta continue to maintain, stand on the right path, man. Don't let nobody take you off your path. Don't let nobody ever try to shake you off. Don't let nobody ever try to tell you that you can't do something. Don't ever let nobody make you do something. You always got to lead with love, man. Lead with positivity, man. And if you support GMS, then that's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. If you rep that green mind state, that's what that shit is about. So I appreciate y'all, man. And I want to thank y'all, especially the habitual pull-uppers, man. Everybody that still supports the GMS show, comes through every week. We're going to continue to shove these shows out, and we can continue to build. We can continue to grow as long as y'all continue to fuck with me, man. And with that said, GMS fam, the green room, I want y'all to put a GMS in the chat right now. I'm gonna shout everybody out. Also, GMS fam, put a comment under the video as soon as the live is done. Every single one of y'all. If you're gonna put a GMS in the chat, you might as well put a GMS in the comments under the video. You feel me? Much love to everybody, man. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit me on my Cash App if you are feeling generous. Most appreciated. Thank you for the support. New GMS shirts coming in soon. We pushing peace. We pushing peace. Hey, we pushing peace. Hey, we pushing peace. That's what we doing, man. Don't ever let nobody knock you off your square. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Hey, let me show y'all. Hey, we pushing peace. We pushing peace. Shout out Joe Blast, Monica Salter, Arius Baby G, Joe. Oh, I already said Joe Blast. Ham Shank, Rob Justice, C Mo, Theodore NYC, Ted B. Pushing peace. Pushing peace. Make sure y'all cop that. It's live on the GMS website, on the GMS shop. Shirts are fresh off the iron. Make sure you pull up, man. Make sure you show love. Make sure you support. If you push peace, put that in the comments below under this video when this live is done. I want to see who pushing peace out there, man. GMS fam, the green room. It's been a dope ass show. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. I'll see y'all Friday. We got 3Gs Friday. You don't want to miss it. One love, baby. We out.